Okay, so here's a quick tour of the backyard. Obviously there's the grill. Here is a flower bed that has a ton of stuff in it that I'm not really sure what it all is. I know there's a bunch of hostas and not sure what those are. We've got some, I think they're called bearded irises back there, and maybe uh, peony, however you say that. And then in the back corner there, I have burning bushes, which we are probably going to replace with something native, but that'll wait until later. Here is my elderberry plant. I actually planted 3. That one is doing the best. That one is just a stick right now. Don't know if it will root or not. And then this one is teeny tiny. If you walk to the back, here's our shed. We have this blooming whatever it is. It's not the, it's the viburnum series, but I don't remember which one. We planted a bunch of wildflowers in here to hopefully attract some pollinators. There are what's left of my daffies from earlier this spring. Over here, I have a plethora of stuff planted. I've got some irises and some sedge, not sedge, sedum, and a couple of other things. Yesterday, I planted some ragwort and cardinal plant and coneflower in there. Yes, those are huge daffodils. I mean, oh goodness, dandelions, and I love them. They will get to stay. I pulled out a ton of bush honeysuckle from in there yesterday and some poison ivy. And then over here, I've got some sort of ornamental grass. Don't know what it is. Don't know if I'm going to let it stay. This also is some sort of viburnum. I haven't figured out the species yet. So we're trying to decide if he gets to live here or not. Bunch of hostas along the back. I do have ragwort growing next to that farthest tree from me. And then some here also. Ragwort's also called butterweed. So we've got a couple of spots of that, which we're going to let stay. Let me walk around to the front. Here's some more burning bush. A juniper at the front of the house. It's harder to see out here what's on the camera, but there's a juniper. A ton of sedum in this bed, and some lilies of some sort, another hosta, more hosta, some green shrubbery. Yesterday I planted some moss rose in the front bed. Not sure what that thing is, but I kind of like it, so it might get to stay. There's the hole from our lilac bush. Here's another moss rose that we planted yesterday. Believe those are going to be some sort of lily, but not sure. More sedum and more tall stuff. And then some hens and chicks that I planted. We didn't get to dig up the hens and chicks from our old house because of when we sold it and stuff, so I had to get one to plant in memory of Brian's grandma. And then walk back this way, and again we are faced with the burning bushes. We have this in this corner bed in the back. We have this weepy tree, which I'm told is most likely a weeping cherry. I'm not really sure. Brian doesn't like it. I'm not really a big fan of it. We're trying to decide if we're going to replace it with something else that is native. It's planted kind of close to the house, as you can see, and it's also planted really close to that wall, so I don't know if it needs to go or if we're just not fans of it. We'll probably let it live at least this year with us, and then decide next year what to do. There you go. That's a tour of my yard. Hope you enjoyed.